Specialist, welcome to the 2022 Summer Champions Program. Okay, at Dynamic, our vision is to be your life-changing sports community with a mission to help equip you to reach your God-given potential on and off the field. Okay, um, we're excited. We got intern and Elijah Sweat here, little Elijah, not so little anymore. Shout out for him, doing a phenomenal job being a co-summer champion last year with Trip Woody, and it's paid off. He's got a scholarship to Hampton, Sydney, and he's going to be with us this summer. And Coach Stricker and Yeri, excited for us to be able to lead you. Okay, this is going to be a run through of your workbook. Okay, I'm going to try to do this in 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, if you know me, you know that's going to be challenging. Okay, but I'm going to try to cut the fat here and stay focused. Okay, each and every one of you this week will get a dynamic workbook. Okay, your name will be up here. Coach Stricker, myself, your parents, and you will all have access to it. Okay, and you'll be working this workbook. Okay, very simple, very straightforward. Okay, here's your table of contents, daily dynamic declarations. Okay, this is to really remind us and empower us that it starts in the mind and the heart, and then it finishes with the physical action and our behavior, right? And so excited to be able to fix our focus in the right direction this summer. Here is our calendar, our first training this Saturday. Whoop, whoop. Excited for that. The only task you have this week, I'll list this on the email, is that you just download the team snap and then mark your attendance. You can throw a photo on your profile if you'd like, but the key is just marking your attendance there, okay? And we'll be clear about that expectation. And so championship task, okay? Here's the nitty gritty, all right? So first and foremost, we're going to start this upcoming Monday with a leadership development task. It's one task a week. You'll get a text message with either a small task and or a short video and questions. Okay, very simple. You complete the task and or answer the questions and text it to Coach Stricker and myself no later than 5 p.m. on Saturday that week. Okay, these first 3 weeks, fellas, it's going to be very light. Okay, it's going to create your calendar week 1, create your vision board week 2. Again, we want you focusing on school and finishing hard in the classroom. And then we're going to start really getting after it starting June 13th. Okay, the AM trainings, okay? But very light these first couple weeks. Yeah, you'll just get a text message at the start of each week. Very simple, okay? Now, player development tasks, okay? These, Coach Stricker and I, Yeri as well, we see gaps in guys' training. And that's what we want to focus on this summer is filling those gaps. Many guys don't chart enough, so you'll be expected to chart once a week. And just mark that on your notes on your phone or on pen and paper and just send a screenshot of that to Coach Stricker and myself. If you want a question on how to chart, just go ahead and ask us. 50 snap pole kicks or snap punts, okay? Most guys do not get this in the summer, and then when you get to your high school, you're not prepared, right? If you don't have a holder that week or that day or a snapper, go ahead and just have a friend, family member, anyone do a pole hold, but we want to get off those sticks as much as possible. We'll go over the championship training log here in a moment. T51, okay, creating a Twitter account, your bio, and a pinned tweet. Excuse me. And very simple, T51. 5 is the 5 ads, tags, or DMs to 5 college coaches per week, okay? That means you will have 5 contacts or ads for 6 weeks, which is 30 of those, okay? Very simple, very methodical, very intentional. Okay, and then 1 post per week, okay? A kicking rep in a dynamic session, a kicking rep at a college camp, kicking rep out on a practice field alone. Doesn't matter. A strength and conditioning video, a cool slow motion box jump or explosive movement, or just a slam dunk. I don't care if it's on an 8-foot rim or a 10-foot rim, right? And just something that shows that you're not just a kicker or a specialist, but you're an athlete. College Camp High Five. We're going to go over this more when we go to Liberty and NC State. But it's really a 5-day process, and beforehand, it's reaching out to the coach. At the camp, it's introducing yourself in the flesh, and then lastly, it's just following up with a good quality post, giving that university, that program a shout out with those coaching staff members. And then championship communication, just expecting you to, get those tasks in, the checklist, which I'll show you here before 5 p.m. on Saturday as well. If you know, have an unexpected miss, go ahead and just text Coach Stricker and myself. But again, we're gonna use Team Snap to um, know who's coming to each session. Okay, so you'll mark your attendance in there as well. This will be next week's leadership development task. It's just creating your calendar. Okay, you want to get with your parents. If you have any questions about how many camps you want to go to, if you know if two camps are too close apart, which one should you choose, so on and so forth. Okay, stacking 2 days in a row is not bad, especially when it's half day camps. NC State camp and Liberty camp are both half day, and they're within 3 hours drive of each other, and so that's not too bad. But if you're driving from coastal Carolina to Tennessee, that's a little different story, right? So you just want to strategically plan there. Our second week in a couple weeks, this will be your leadership development task, just creating your vision board and just going over Trip Woody's last year. He was again co-summer champion with Elijah Sweat. He did a phenomenal job with his workbook and creating, his vision board here. And so we'll challenge you to do this. This is an excellent example of a great vision board that, that he walked in and has seen a lot of things come to fruition in the meantime. And then weekly checklist. Okay, so this is just a list of what we already reviewed. Okay, the 10-ball chart, all the way down to T51. We'll review the championship training log here momentarily, and then everything reviewed. So this again doesn't start till June 13th. And just a couple light leadership development tasks until then. You'll get a text message for that, and then player development task with this checklist starts June 13th after you've all finished school. Okay, and week 4 is bye week, which is July 4th. So July 4th expectation is you do your thing. If you want to kick, go ahead and kick. If you want to take a 100% break, do it. Maybe do a little running, stretching, just to not be completely off the feet, but essentially, recoup the mind, recharge the body and the soul, and because it'll be a long fall, and then we'll get back after it July 11th week, and then championships training log. Okay, and so I know there's a lot here, but it's pretty straightforward. Okay, you're going to get a copy of Dynamic Prep. It's a document that consists of mental prep, movement prep, and challenge you to sweat before you kick, and also prepare your mind as well with that 10 to 15 minute routine. A lot of guys, they'll just rush into their kicking workout. They'll do a 3 to 5 minute warm up and then go full kicks. Okay, we don't encourage that, because where we can really separate ourselves is in drills, right? And strategically focusing ourselves, our mind and body on form. And then once we get into our full reps, our body's gonna be much more prepared, and especially in the games. And then just each day, again, this is different than charting. This is documenting your drill, your actual workout. Here's the day, what your warm up looked like, the drills you did, the full reps, and post workout stretch with how long it took, and a quick eval. Okay, this is the hardest part to get young guys to do, because you're just not used to it. But again, you'll have electronic access to this, so you can do it on your walk back to the car, or if you're not driving, you can do it on your ride back home. Very simple. Once you get really good at it, it literally takes probably about 5 or 6 minutes. The first couple times it might take 10, 12 minutes, just because you're not used to it. One thing that is somewhat difficult for some guys is counting their reps. But if you hit in sets, say you have either 4, 5, 6 balls, just hit in sets, and then just count your sets. If you need your phone to go ahead and just keep counting your sets, go ahead and do that. But it's really advantageous for you to know how many balls you're hitting out there. That way you can strategically plan to know, okay, this is how many balls right in the vicinity I hit that takes to warm up, to get game ready, and then this is how many balls that it takes to where then I could feel my body start to warm down, right? Or wear down. And so, yeah, just very advantageous. I mean, I don't care if you're a pitcher in Little League or a pitcher in the majors, they count every single pitch, and it's strategic, right? Kickers don't count their kicks, and we should be, okay? Again, you're going to see some really cool growth out of all this that's set up for you. If it feels like a lot, just ask Coach Stricker and I, just be honest with us and let us know. Again, we don't want to feel like you're overloaded, but we do want to set you up for success. And again, this won't start until June 13th as well. So challenge you to finish your school year strong, fix your focus in the classroom, and take care of business there. And the harder you work now, the funner you're going to have more in the summer, because you won't be all stressed out about not finishing the school year very strong. So, Coach Stricker, Yeri, myself, Elijah Sweat, any other college interns that end up coming on board, we're super excited to be able to pour into you this summer. And again, we're here for you every step of the way.